What's up, everybody? Nostalgic Goggles 43 here. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are over the halfway point of the season. Game 42 kicks off right now. Oh, and here's who we're playing, the Denver Nuggets. First time this season, believe it or not. I think they are the second to last team that we have not yet played. I don't think we've played the Spurs either. And maybe not the Clippers. I'd have to check. I think we did play them. But focus on here and now, the Nuggets. So starting lineup for tonight, since we haven't played them yet, we're just going to go pretty basic. The best three performing lineups we have, and then we have to go down the list a little ways to get the best lineup that has Lionel Simmons and AC Earl in it, since they are now, at this point in the year, bringing up the rear in our plus-minus valuation. But we value players here from the future. We may have nostalgia goggles. It doesn't mean we can't see. That looks right. Speaking of being able to see, tonight 10% of anything that I might make goes to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. They are helping lots of people see. Envisioning a world without goggles, researching a cure for macular degeneration. My grandmother has macular degeneration. It is not good. And right now there is no cure, there's not even a good treatment, but they're hoping to change that. So if you'd rather support them directly, there's a link in my Twitch profile. If you're watching this on YouTube, greetings, hope the future is treating you well. There should also be a link under the video that you're now watching. Let's get this going. Cheers. McNichols Sports Arena. That takes me back. I've never been to Denver. I've heard it's lovely. I had a college roommate from Denver, and he just waxed poetic. That's not really true. He was from Colorado anyway, but he just waxed poetic about Denver and the whole state, how gorgeous it was. We planned a trip out there a few years ago. It didn't work out. I know, cool story. Anyway, lots of love for the Nuggets, which does not mean that we're going to go easy on them tonight. We have Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. I mostly remember as a kid for having a little Kaepernick-like situation with the national anthem, but you know what? We're in 1996. We'll let them figure that out once it happens. All right. Time for the settings. Not that the guys seem to need a reminder to play defense, but we'll do it anyway. And we'll start out not player locked. Why not? Unless anyone tells me otherwise. Oh. All right. Oh, no. It's trying to pass to Damon. Not to out of bounds. All right. Well, we've had better starts. There you go, Ed Pinkney, scoring our first bucket of the night. Good work, Ed. Here's to 49 more. Whoa, Dale. Easy. Dale Ellis, of course, in real life, did play for the Nuggets during the season. Wow, that was a heck of a pass. So he's definitely got something to prove here by bricking. One of two Ellises on the real-life 95-96 Nuggets. LaFonso Ellis, who will be making an appearance later this game, I'm sure. All right, Dale. No. Alright, Pinckney. So Pinckney is shooting 100% from the field. Bill Ellis is shooting 0% from the field. This is from team. There we go. That's a good call. Ed Pinckney throwing it down. Stoudemire. Nice fundamentals there. Steal on the convert. Stoudemire have been an absolutely staggering elite defensive presence for us this year. He's spent time on the league leaderboards for both blocks and steals, which given his height is quite the accomplishment. May say more about the way the game is programmed, but hey. There we go. Damon brings it in for another layup. Smart timeout by Denver. All right. Jalen Rose just charging all over the place. Oh, nice feed. Good luck. That basket purchased for us by Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder, patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Thank you, Doctor. Get that board. There it is. If you would also like to buy a bucket, you can check out my Patreon. There it is. Number 3 for 3 on Nostalgia Goggles 4-3. The Twitch channel that you're watching now. Or YouTube, if you're in the future. There it is. Now he's found his shot. It's not lined up right. Antonio McDyess, the rookie. Tony. I forced it. That was the problem. Wanted to get that bucket for Tim Troy. Oh well. Next dead ball. We're going to try our next lineup. Oh. Seemed open. Should have driven. There we go. It's not actually all that different from the first one. So we will sit Massenberg briefly. Rogers in at center. And then put Massenberg in at power forward. And Pinckney in at small forward. And that's how this lineup's going to be. Just make a quick note. I think what I'm going to do is try all 4 in the first half. They were +6. And then put the best 2 in the second half. Whatever they may be. Oh. You can just see Dikembe. Little 16-bit Dikembe going like that. Nope. There you go, Tony. All right, Carlos. Woo! Throw that down. There you go, Tony. There it is. Tony Massenberg makes a dunk. Purchased for us by Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist, patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Thank you, Mr. Troy. There you go, Dale. Nice. Silencing this home crowd. Thinking, why, oh why, did we leave him unprotected in the expansion draft? Stoudemire gets a hand on it. Can't quite pull it away. Oh, home crowd not happy about that pass. I can't say as I blame them. Wow. 180 dunk. Carlos Rogers. Rogers been one of the unsung heroes of the season for us. He is on the trading block due to patron request. Why did I do that? Stoudemire with his own rebound. Fearless, Mighty Mouse. Anyway, one of our patrons did request that we attempt to acquire Muggsy Bogues, and we do strive for realism here in Nostalgia Goggles 4-3. Never mind, you know, those games where AC Earl scores 100 or Dale Ellis scores 150. But, you know, I don't want to just... If I'm going to do that, I might as well just put together an all-star team, right? So, anyway. Wow, Pinckney in traffic. Throwing it down. Rogers for Bogues, based on real-life roster moves that happened, seems the most likely candidate. So, you know, I'm a man of the people. We put it up as an option. We'll see what you all think. Become a patron by the end of February to vote on what you think our trade deadline roster moves should be. There's some nice attempted fouls there. It's a good thing that Tim Troy buys me Massenburg buckets, because otherwise I'm not sure how many we'd have. Man, slow down. Oh. Bad pass. So many bad passes. We convert anyway. Stuffed by Massenburg. Not stuffed enough, it would seem. Nope. Get that board. Oh, Carlos. All right, good board, Massenburg. So we are now up 13. Means that was a +7 lineup. Very similar to my first one. Kind of a shootout so far. Not as much defense as sometimes. That's all right. We're going to go with most of a line change. The only player who's staying is Massenburg. Murdoch, Ruffin, and again, on average, this is the third best performing lineup this year. Jimmy King, who leads the team in plus-minus, and Oliver Miller. Give these folks a shot. Oop, don't get that, Tony. Not fast enough. Let's do this. What's up, Spitz the Greatest? What makes you mad, Spitz the Greatest? I want to hear it. Oh, I hope it wasn't Tony Massenburg being a beautiful layup on a dish. That makes me the opposite of mad. Oof. McDice with a pretty hook. Yeah. Well, let's see. You have these jeans that you like to wear. You've worn them twice in a row and spilled food on them twice in a row instead of saying 2 washes in 3 days. Yeah. That is upsetting. Especially with jeans, you know? Was it at least good food? Jeans do not need that many washes in 3 days. A lot of jeans don't need any washes in 3 days. How much time we got? What have you missed? Well, let's see. We're winning. What we decided to do for tonight is just, we've never played the Nuggets before. You missed a few of those. What? Trevor. Boy. Anyway, so we decided to just go with our best performing lineups so far this season on average. We weren't sure how things were going to go. Haven't player locked anybody. I figured I would do them about 4 minutes each in the first half, take the 2 best performing lineups, those would be the second half lineups. Real simple. But I'm open to suggestions, as always. Your comment on Patreon? No, I haven't seen it yet. When did you leave it? I thought I checked earlier today. Oh, taking the charge. Oh, part of the poll. All right. Well, we talked about the poll a little bit. Oh, there we go. Nice little 180 for Oliver Miller. Maybe I'll pull it up at halftime since we've been talking about the poll already. Some intelligent conversation about it. Nope. There you go, Tony. Good shot, Tony. Crowd can't believe it. Didn't look like it was going to go in. Need another big. Get rid of Tony. Pinkney's too important for the humor of the channel. Oh. Oh. I misread his number. I thought it was an 8. Turns out it was a 9. There we go. That's the way you run a fast break. Oh, there you go, Tony. What was that about Tony being terrible? Waiting for a dead ball to sub these guys. We're going to call timeout one of these dunks. Yep. Do it. And last but not least, Stoudemire, Ellis, Simmons. From a PM perspective, Simmons and Earl have been the weak links. Which, you know, from an entertainment value perspective, if you see Massenberg as the weak link, that is more important, of course, than from a plus-minus perspective. See, I feel like those guys did well. We were up by 13 when they went in, and we are now up by 28. Yeah, this is where I embarrass myself trying to do math in my head. 28, which means that was plus 15. Earl and King are just invisible. It's funny because King is leading the team in plus minus, and Earl is, I believe, at the bottom. Or if not at the bottom, it was only because of that one game we played him the whole time. But he and Simmons are both down there. Nope. Earl and Simmons. Yeah. There it is. Nice quiet dunk. Home crowd just does not know what to make of this. They're saying, why didn't Dale Ellis lead the league in scoring when he was on our team last year? Something's wrong with the space-time continuum. He should be on our team now. Nice. Been pulling off a lot of dunks in traffic tonight. More than I feel like we usually get. I'm going to catch any of the caucus tonight. Wasn't planning on it. Oh. Kembe. After I'm done here, I'm going to have to do like the YouTube upload, things like that. So then go to bed. Nope. I did get that first free throw perfect. And then that second one, not really so much. There we go. Oh, I was not standing where I thought I was standing. That is a problem. Yeah, what you see down below with the field goal percentage is pretty much how the first quarter went. Not as much defense as sometimes. Just a shootout. Must be that that thin Colorado air. Ball's just sailing. Oop. Ugh. Missed that one to the real villain of this game, the isometric perspective. McDice is having a real solid night. Woo! Alice! That one's for you, Spitz the Greatest. Patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Thank you for your support. Here's an idea for the channel. I'm all ears. Oh, thought we had recovered that. Maybe you play every version of NBA 96. Like a whole season, or just like a little preview? I think those might be the lowest block numbers we've seen. Greg Anderson get his nickname Cadillac? We've had that one already. Before I continue to respond to Spitz's greatest ideas, I'll say thank you for his patronage, as well as Tim Troy, humanitarian philanthropist, Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder. Couldn't do it without you. And as a reminder, 10% of anything tonight goes to the Retina Foundation of the Southwest, or to support them directly, there's a direct link in my Twitch profile or below the YouTube video. They do a lot of good stuff. I'm not affiliated with them. Other than that, I like the work they're doing. So my concern about that is just the expense of getting everything stood up. Like, I do not have all of those consoles at the moment. In fact, that's not true. I think the only console that Live 96 was released for that I have at the moment there. I don't know about emulators. Like, I could. People do that. Not strictly speaking. I mean, how I feel ethically about emulators is one matter, but from a legal standpoint, if this is a channel that I'm trying to collect money for, I don't know if that is a wise decision on my part. So we are up by 28 still. Doing that right? Yeah, 28, which I think is exactly what we were up before. So that was a nice +0 lineup for those guys. We'll go with the yeah, exactly. I mean, you can often tell. If only I knew someone with a Saturn. Yeah. It's a real shame they didn't sell more of them. I'd be much more likely to know somebody with a Saturn. Tell you what's Spit's greatest. The games are expensive. What do you mean the games are expensive? For the Saturn? You're not talking about Live 96, are you? For the Saturn, or are you? Look it up now. I'll tell you what Spit's the greatest. First result is 99 cents. I like those odds. I'll tell you what Spit's the greatest. We've already established from earlier streams that we do know each other outside of this, so I'm not just inviting a random internet person over, but if you want to bring a Saturn over here, do Live 96 together, I'm all about that. I think I can manage 99 cents. Do a whole season in one weekend. Well, oh man. No defense whatsoever. Well, let's see. So a season is 82 games, and on 8... Nice. Oh, good look. Right there to King. Season's 82 games. It's been about 50 minutes per game on 8-minute quarters. So that means that... Woof. Every 6 of them is 5 hours. So 60 of them is 50 hours. Sounds like more than the weekend. Yeah, I didn't think Live 97 or 96 was on the Saturn, rather. It was PSX, DOS, Genesis, SNES, Game Boy. think that might have been it. It's on Game Boy, but not Saturn. Correct. Tells you everything right there. Yes, check out. Oh, man. Joel Rayouf's having a good game, but not if he fouls out. I think 3 of his fouls have been charges, too. But I assume it's simple economics, right? Look up the Game Boy units sold versus Saturn. Oh. Even when Tony makes it, it looks like misses. Oh. Do you see that crossover? That's what a crossover looks like on the Super Nintendo. Nice. It's still sad the Saturn was that bad of a bet that a major franchise was like, I'll hold off. Yeah, when was the Saturn released anyway? Was it 95 in the West? So it could actually be that, depending on when. And if it was holiday 95, that would, I mean, keep in mind, you know, it's called Live 96, but the NBA starts in October, November the year before. So this would have been released like around September. Saturn came out a month before PSX. Well, can't help you there. Oof. There we go. Shows how bad third-party support was. Yeah. It's interesting, too, because EA had that whole love-hate thing going on with Sega in the 4th gen. You know, they supported the Genesis significantly more than the SNES. But my understanding is that their relationship with Sega was pretty contentious. Like, the reason that they had those yellow tabs on the cartridges was because they had bluffed and said that they had broken Sega's encryption technology. Yeah, Sony did an excellent job at land grabbing for sure. I'd read something, it could have been fake news, that I don't know if this was actually why the yellow tab thing was there, but that Trip Hawkins, or I think it was still Trip Hawkins at that point, had bluffed and told Sega that they had that they'd been able to break through their encryption, their like first-party lockout, whatever, the license produced under license by Sega Enterprises thing, and they negotiated a better rate with them, and that was why they put all of their dev focus on the Genesis. Again, I just read that on the internet. I don't know 100% that that's true, but I mean, it was on the internet, so it must be, right? Eric Murdoch, Man of Steel. Oh, that they just made their cartridges look non-standard so that it would appear like they had something more going on, that it was originally just like a demo. I've also heard that those two stories are unrelated, and the thing I was reading, their carts always drove me nuts. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, Alfonso Ellis. We've taken 25 more shots than they have. Their carts do look like home brews. It's true. Nope. That's not going to be good. Yeah, the thread I was reading where that story was being told, no one contested the bluff on the lockout part of the story, but the relation to the shape of their carts was contested. I don't remember what forum I was on, but it was one that there were at least people participating who had some connection to EA during that era. So I'm normally skeptical when I read stories on the internet, but I was inclined to believe it wherever it was, although I do not have a source for you right at this moment. There we go. Tony Messenberg. That board. Oh, come on. I was shooting. That's a shooting foul. Look nice, Trevor. Good attempt. Yeah, timeout. Make sure you get this set up right. Three-point percentage is pitiful. So we've had this one before. He rode his bike around in college. University of Houston. These guys deserve a break. Excellent work. Go with Stoudemire. Ellis. Pinkney. Buffering's out of control. Wish I understood why that happens. Seems to be something to do with my laptop. Not a good look. Is that more burned dairy? Yes, sir. More burned dairy. The new official unofficial drink. Nostalgia Goggles 4-3. Decided to keep it going. It's for Kobe, it's for you, it's for me. There we go. To get that 3-point percentage up a little bit. It's better now? Good. 3. It's funny because sometimes it seems like the internet, but then the recorded video has it, and then other times it seems fine. I don't know. Good foul, Ed. Nice. Better draw the charge, Damon. Way to commit the charge. Oh, hey! Nasty down there, Denver. Get back on defense. That was sporting of him to wait a little while. Good board, Rogers. There we go, Pinckney. Good fast break. I like it. Nice, Damon. We're just crushing them on the boards. That doesn't usually happen. Well, I feel like I am starting to crack rebounding a little bit. Now at the halfway point in the season here. That is about the dichotomy, yes, in terms of stats. By player lock, then the score is realistic, but one player gets all the points. If I don't player lock, the overall score is out of control, but everyone gets in on the action. That's true. The biggest difference is when the ball turns over like this, we can actually run a proper fast break. Because I don't have to pass through myself. There's no way to make the AI pass to a different AI. So like what I just did there, you can't do when you're player locked. So you get a lot of quick baskets off of turnovers that way. Which is exciting, of course. Yeah, Tony. Good timeout, Denver. Better regroup. You're going to score. Go on a 71-0 run. Force overtime. Better start now. Ugh. Too many passes. Yeah, that was a statement. This is the worst three-point shooting game we've had in some time. Oh. Ha. So what happens there is if I must have held the pass button down too long and retained control on the player I had before. And if you go to shoot, if you press the shoot button too early before you get the ball, the shoot button is also the hand check button. And then you try to hand check, and while you're shoving, you can't catch a pass. So, a little embarrassing. That's the way it goes sometimes. Oh! Oh, man. It's like a hockey game. Oh, we are Canadian. There you go, Tony. Fast breaks really are more fun like this. Yeah, so what do you think? Should we undo the player lock? Start doing this more often. Woo. Work it, Pinkney. Pro player lock point still stands up to connect with a single player. Well, that is true. Yeah, right now everyone is more or less equally awesome. Woo! Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't have a satisfying answer for you. Jalen Rose just got out of the way. Said, I don't want any part of that. Talk about that three-pointer was great. Oof. At least I didn't count it as a shooting foul after I blocked the shot. It's nice of them. Oh! Abdul Rauf with a nice follow-up. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work either. I was right. So we are up by 81. Might be our best margin of victory this year. If it holds. No, I'm still green. That's the sort of thing I'm talking about. My network connection in the corner is still showing green. Do I have fiber at home? Don't understand. Ah. There you have it. Almost doubled their score. Dale Ellis, 43 points. Off night for him. Wow, 70% from the field. Makes up for our pretty subpar three-point percentage. And we don't talk about the line. A lot of assists, though. 32 steals. That is a good night. Almost got everybody in double figures without trying. Ruffin had a pretty off night. He's always been streaky, though. When he is on, he's on. And when he's not, he is not. Five blocks for Tony Massenberg. 7 assists for Jay King. 8 assists for Massenberg. Man. Quick look at the Denver side. That's right, they never went to the line. Only 1 block from Mutombo. Pretty well shut him down. Tonight's game. Still have yet to see our first player foul out, either on our team or the opposition. 70%. 83% from the field in the fourth quarter. It's incredible. Pinckney. The show once again. Got to get those points in the paint. Murray didn't shoot. Massenberg. It's funny, I was thinking he was off, but I guess when you got a player shooting 62%, it feels bad. You know you're having a good game. That for Damon. Rogers made all his. Murdoch only missed one. Miller had a good game. King had a good game. Ruffin was a little cold. Earl wisely did not shoot. That will be that. Save that game. Move on. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you had a good time. Please come back tomorrow, and you can check out our third matchup against the Sacramento Kings. And then on Wednesday, we'll be heading to Oakland to play the Warriors before they move across the bay. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.